Okay, day two. Hello, everyone. All right. Got some nice filters. I like these filters. Hmm. I don't need one. I'm just looking. So, day two. How do I do that? Share out. Okay, reconnecting. I don't know what I did to put this on here. Okay, down. Okay, I was messing with something it shouldn't have been. But anyhow, I didn't want to delete this. But anyhow, day two of my fruit. I don't know if you would call it detox or fast, but day two of fruits. Now, what I had this morning was a peach. I'm also writing everything down, like I said. Okay. And what I have now is the peach, orange, and pineapple. I almost keep forgetting this. Three things. So I have to make some more because this is from yesterday. Okay. So I made enough juice for 2 days, and then I had a peach this morning, and then for dinner, sometimes for dinner, this is what I said I was going to do. I'm having the fruit for breakfast and for lunch, okay, and maybe a snack, okay. For dinner, something as simple as I have some chickless patties, vegan, okay, and maybe a salad or broccoli, something green, okay. But right now, I'm gonna tell you, day two. Today's the 6th. Yesterday I started. And to be honest with you, I feel amazing. Actually, when I ate the peach this morning, oh my goodness. So when I get off here, I have to buy some more fruits too, by the way. Um, I felt good. Okay. Now I'm drinking what I made yesterday, peach, orange, and pineapple. So what I was thinking about doing this time, I want to switch it up because I want to have the same thing. I was thinking about get some cucumbers, okay, and watermelon, okay. So I have that for tomorrow, okay. So it's gonna be cucumbers, watermelon. Yeah, that'll be good. Get some cucumbers and watermelon for day three, okay. I'm doing this for a reason too. For those that you know has weight problems or have had weight problems or overweight or plus size, however you want to address it. Sometimes you have issues with your legs, your feet, your joints, your back. And me personally, I was having heel spurs and I also had knee problems. But the knee problems wasn't just because of weight. It was because, well, that played a big factor, okay? But I was in an automobile accident, um, injuries on the job. So, and this is when I was small, okay? So, but I said as being plus size or overweight at that point in time, the wear and tear, okay? I'm being very transparent and honest, okay? So that's how you do that. And I'm being open about things that I had dealt with, struggles of having weight on me and back problems and other issues too. So I I decided to do this for 14 days. Okay. So today is the 6th, so 14 days. Uh I got 12 days to go. Yeah, 12 days because 14, I did two already. And I'm continue to do it too. I'm not cheating. I already, oh, I put my weight down yesterday too. Matter of fact, I put it on the calendar. I'm gonna write it on here too because I almost forgot. And I weighed myself yesterday, which was 8,623. Okay. So again, I said yesterday that I was going to talk about my total weight that I was at the highest. Okay. Ain't no shame in my game. By the end of the year, which is the 31st of December. Now, for whatever reason, if I do not make that threshold, I said I would do it on my birthday, which is 1/30/2024. Okay. So no matter what, on my birthday, I would do this. I have it documented down here. I want to lose 45 pounds by the 31st of December, I said. And if I do so, I will reveal my weight. If not, guarantee, definitely on my birthday, which is January 30th, okay, of next year, 2024. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. I'm keeping it in my journal. And you know, the thing of it is, the reason why I'm coming on live too is because more often that I come on, it's going to keep me on track and focused too. Because sometimes what I do is I start something, and I'm so serious, I'm being honest, and I write it down, and then I stop. And I did it for a long, long, long time. And then it's like a week I might not do it and it sets me off. So I don't care if it's in the morning, at night, in the evening, I will come on this live. I will make a live. I don't want to make no short. I want to make a live. I want to talk about it. And I'm talking about my journey, my weight loss journey. I'm sharing with people a little bit about my weight loss journey. I had said before, I had spoke about it, but I haven't really been transparent and deep down into talking about it. I started my weight loss journey all full in 2020. But the thing of it is, I have been on weight uh, programs for us, like actually not a program. Uh, I mimicked my daughter. Okay, she was doing Slim for Life, and then that she did Slim for Life. I being that I did what she did, okay, and I lost a lot of weight. Here we go again. I suffer from depression. I suffer from anxiety, and I suffer from, I wouldn't say stress eating. It wasn't stress. It was an emotional eater that I was, and I'm not gonna lie. I was in a dark space and place in my life. That's why I always say all the time, do not suffer in silence. I have too many times, too many times. And if I'm making a mistake, I clean it up. Okay. I've been depressed for a long time. I had anxiety. I had an anxiety attack so bad one time. I thought I had a heart attack. And I had this twice. The first time I ever experienced was when I was in Florida, and that's when I ended up getting put in ICU. Okay. I didn't know what the heck was going on with my body. I ended up finding out, well, the first time when I first went in, I had gallstones. Okay. And I was in the hospital like a week. And the nurse came into the room. I don't know if it's something she saw in the blood work. She never explained that to me, but she asked me off the top of her head. She said, "Have you ever been tested for your thyroids?" And I said, "No." So I didn't get tested, right? I don't know why she asked. Hell, I didn't even know what the heck she was talking about, okay? I was 26, 27, about 26. And the birth of my, not the birth, but my last child, this was in 1994. My daughter was 2 years after, well, she wasn't quite two, she was almost two. And so I went through hell finding out what was wrong with me when I found out I had gallstones. And I'm saying to you, without saying and saying, I had it so bad I couldn't eat nothing. I'm talking about everything that I tried to drink, even chicken broth, Gatorade, Pedialyte, Sprite, nothing, nothing stayed down. So um, I've been back and forth to the doctors and everything. And my kid's father, I remember this vividly. The last time I went to the emergency room, yeah, we was living in Florida at the time, Bradenton, Florida. And the hospital I went to was Manatee. Okay, that's where my baby girl was born at. So I had went to the health department. I had went to. I don't think I had a. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I had a primary care. No one could find out what it was. Nevertheless, I went to the emergency room. That was the last straw. My kid's father said, "This." My wife, he didn't say this woman, but I was about to say it. But hey, this. My wife is not leaving this hospital until we get some answers. And so I can remember I didn't have nothing to eat or drink. And they came in the room, and when they came in the room, they had brought a crushed ice and the drink or whatever they had was like I want to say a yellow orange color. And here I am, I'm like, ooh. My kid's father said, ooh, they about to bring you something good to eat. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm looking at the wall, Fear the Walking Dead. But anyhow, sorry about that. Crushed ice, the drink, and here I am thinking I'm about to get my thirst quenched. And don't forget, I haven't been eating, but at this point in time, I guess they wanted to hydrate me or whatever, so I wouldn't be dehydrated. That stuff was so nasty. But when you're sick, oftentimes the stuff that's nasty is good for you, right? As we always say, when we're young, we don't like vegetables, but when you get older, vegetables play a key part in your diet, everyday life, right? It's supposed to, anyways. So they did all kinds of tests, and the last test they did on me, they filled my bladder up. In some kind of way, they plugged it to where I couldn't urinate, right? I think it was a catheter. And let me tell you, baby, baby, baby. Mm, 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 mm. When they took that machine and that tool to go over my stomach to kind of like do an ultrasound, hope I am not buffing. Okay, I have another phone over here. And they pressed down on my stomach. I felt like I was about to bust. I couldn't go to the bathroom. So by them doing that, they found out that's how they found out I had gallstones. Okay. So that was that. I was in the hospital for a week or 5 days. And I could remember my kids at the time, they were so little, and their dad went all the way down as far as they could to see me going to the operating room. And okay, I had that done. I was able to go home. Like I said, I was in the hospital either 5 to 7 days, okay? Got home and I found out I was even sadder, okay? My kid's father had to turn himself in. What crime did he make? He was paying child support, and he had a family to take care of. And he was getting mentally drained and sad and depressed. I came to the conclusion, this is why I tell my kids, I believe that was the case. And the woman he used to be married to way before me, I didn't know he was married. He was high school sweethearts, his first wife, but I was his wife. And I say that because that's the way he acknowledged it, because I was the one that traveled and was in his military career with him. We was together 15 years, okay? She sued him for a divorce. So to get to that, she she was money hungry and she tried to squeeze blood out of her turnip, okay? Every time you turn around, she was having him going back and forth to court. And this is what I didn't understand. Why is he going back to court and his money was coming out of his military pay? He didn't have to pay her, so he wasn't late. And um, it's called BAQ, okay, in the military talk world. So he was paying like almost $700 a month. And then when the kids got older, it stops. But she sued him for a divorce when he went to his next duty station. Now, follow me on this. I wasn't with him, but he told me. He wasn't the only one that told me. Okay, it don't get no better than her telling me. Okay, yeah. Like I said, I did not know him. I did not break up no marriage, no family, or anything. He was in Korea, and before he went to his next duty station, he went home on leave, military talk that is, and that's when she broke it to him that she no longer want to be married. Better yet, it was her idea to hush. Those are my birds, y'all. Sorry. It was her idea for him to go into the military because when he got out of high school, he went straight and worked for Coca-Cola for 10 years. Okay, he joined when he was 28. And when you go to, you got to go to camp to get into the military, basic training camp. And after that, that's when they give you orders to go to your next duty station. Hush, hush. I'm about to turn this TV off because they're trying to be controlling. Hold on, y'all. And they typically don't do the stop, stop. So they're trying to disrupt my life. What? So he went to training, and then he went to his next duty station where they told him to, that he had to go after basic training. And you call your wife or your girlfriend or whoever you with. It could be a mom or dad, and say to them that I got a housing, or I'm here, I'm ready for you to come. She tells him she didn't want to come. She wanted to stay where she was at with her family, with her mom and dad. But in the midst of that, when it was all said and done, stop. Stop it. Stop. Yeah, I talk to my birds. And they're going to keep doing this. I don't know why. Lately, they've been doing it. And so he didn't, she sued him. That's what I was trying to get to. She sued him for a divorce, and he couldn't go. Um, he didn't know nothing about it until he got to his next duty station. When he got to his next duty station, he was locked in for 6 to 8 weeks because when you go to a new duty station, I probably don't fast forward, okay? She told him she did not want to come when he went to where he was stationed at once he got out of basic training. And he stayed there, went to Korea for a year, went home on leave, okay? In the midst of him going home on leave, ended up getting stationed in another state. But he went home on leave and he was there for like 30 days. That's when he went to his new duty station. And when he got there, of course, she had address because that was his wife. He got orders or what you call it, papers served. That's what I'm trying to say, y'all. And so she served him papers. He got papers served, and she sued him for a divorce. Let me tell you how low down this is. And you know why I know as much as it is? I'm gonna get to that. Stop. Hush. They want me to put on some chirping. I ain't doing it. Okay. So this is my juice that I made yesterday. He gets there and he's locked in for 6 to 8 weeks. He wasn't in trouble. That's what they do when you go to a new duty station. You have to, do all the paperwork and whatever else. Okay. So after that, about 2 months later, I met him. Okay. And there wasn't no hookup date or nothing. It was actually just meeting because I was at a club with my cousin, her boyfriend, and my kid's father. Later on in life, we got married. They was in the same company, okay? And he was a sergeant. So he came to where I lived, and they used to go out to the clubs and stuff. A lot of people know GI soldiers, however you want to call them, because I know the backstory of military, right? He gets there. Did nobody hook us up? We weren't no blind dates. I didn't know who he was. He didn't know who I was. I wasn't going out to meet nobody. I was there with my cousins. I never went out by myself. And in the midst of that, he came with my cousin's boyfriend. Okay. They had been up there where I choose not to say right at the moment. And I was in the club with my cousin and her friend. We used to go out together. And by this time, at the when we get there, there's this lady my mom knew that she used to babysit for. So I was sitting by her and her boyfriend. We was talking. Again, I did not know this man. He comes in. Of course, he said hello, and I said hello. And with nothing planned. He was talking to who he was with. And then some kind of way we just gradually started talking, just having conversation, what trying to leave with nobody or nothing. I didn't know this man, okay? So we end up all leaving because I was with my cousin and we went to like a 24-hour restaurant or whatever. So we got to talking and stuff. And he asked me about myself. I asked him. My kid's father fell in love with me the first night. How I found out he was married and how I found out he was divorced. I start asking questions, okay? Because he was hitting on me. Ain't no lie. And he told me he was married but divorced, okay? I was like, hold up. Wait a minute now. So I asked him how old he was. He asked me how old I was. And he kind of went back and forth with his age, right? So I said, could I see some identification? Straight true facts, okay? He showed me, okay? Then as time proceeded, maybe I should have halted then, but I didn't. We was just talking. Wasn't no kissing, sitting close. We just having conversation. I said, if you're divorced, and for me to continue to want to talk to you, I said, I need to see some documents. He came with, how I should say, with an overnight bag type of thing. And in that, he had you know how they have men's have their shaving kit and bag and stuff. He had in that same um, suitcase, luggage, handbag, or whatever you want to call it, overnight bag, I should say, not no handbag, because he ain't no woman. I said the wrong thing, overnight bag. He had it in there. Why? I don't know. Like I said, I didn't know him. So, oh goodness, these kids, they just playing. Okay, so the kids, um, and he showed me he was no longer married. He had been divorced about a month. Okay, says she sued him. Okay, and so I just feel that Gary come and knock at this door. I'm on the live. I'm on the live. So yeah, it's going to be a part three, of course. I just wanted to get on here and do a little introductory, introduce myself and introduce what I'm doing. And the kids is knocking at the door. This is life. That's why I said Mona's Deacon Lifestyle. And I don't know why, because they're down at my daughter's. They're supposed to be playing. They got scooters and stuff like that. They're gone. They probably just wanted to speak, but the timing. And so they're gone. It's the kids. I can see right here. So yeah, day two, fruits. And this is my juice. And I'm gonna get some more. Might come back on because I'm gonna do the watermelon and cucumber one. That's the one I want to try. Watermelon and cucumbers. So I hope everyone have a sweet Sunday. And as always, be you, do you, for you, and love you. And you are a jewel. And don't you forget it, because I said so. Okay?